comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here, and in today's video, I am going to be talking about the brand new soda figure announcements made by Funko. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the brand new soda figure announcements made by Funko, which I think there is going to be a total of 8 sodas we are going to be talking about. One of them being an exclusive soda, with 7 of them being announced by Funko on social media, and the other being announced essentially on different retailer websites like Entertainment Earth and Poppin' Off Toys. Which I will be discussing about these soda figures individually before I give an overall opinion on how I feel about this entire set of sodas being announced. So the first soda that was announced by Funko is Morticia Addams from the Addams Family, which will be limited to 8,500 pieces, in which the common is black and white and the chase is sepia. Now this soda is okay. We had gotten the Gomez Addams Funko soda announcement back at, I believe it was Funko Fair a couple of months ago, so I'm not surprised that they're continuing along with this line. I'm sure there's going to be a soda of Wednesday Addams in the near future, possibly Uncle Fester. I feel like when it comes to the chase here, you get less of a figure than you have with the common. With the common one, you have Morticia about to cut the rose, but the rose is already cut as terms to the chase. Maybe they didn't really have many options as terms to the common and the chase, and that's what they ended up doing to kind of make it look a little bit different. Next up, we have ourselves Black Adam from the DC Comics lineup, which will be limited to 15,000 pieces, and the chase is glow in the dark. Which it makes sense that they're making a Black Adam soda in time for essentially the movie being released soon, which I believe it's July that's being released, or it could be delayed like a lot of movies as of late. This is actually a pretty decent soda. I like the overall design of the attire and the kind of posing there. The eyes are white, which is really cool. It matches the artwork that is on the can. And normally I'm not really entirely a fan of glow-in-the-dark chases because of the fact that really only a couple parts glow, but I like the added detail of the lightning energy to go along with this, so that is not just the logo on the chest there and the eyes that glow, it's also the lightning energy around that glows in the dark also. Next up, we have ourselves a Jawa from Star Wars, which will be limited to 15,000 pieces. The common has nothing in his hands, while the chase has a blaster in his hand. The Jawa is a pretty cool idea for a soda figure, especially because it's more of an obscure character and not one of your regular characters, which Funko sodas are really known for that, where a lot of the lineups start off with kind of these like obscure characters or characters you don't think of off the top of your head, rather than starting off with the main character. The Jawa is okay. I felt like for this soda can though, that this could have been pulled off as a lower piece count and as a singular can, because I feel like you couldn't really do much anyways with the Jawa, because Jawas don't really do much as it is in Star Wars. But I mean, at least there was a bit of effort as terms to the common and the chase. This could have been like a 3,000 to 5,000 piece soda can, and being a singular can to, let's say, possibly a San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, maybe even Star Wars Celebration. Next up, we have ourselves Robin from Teen Titans Go, which will be limited to 12,500 pieces, and the chase is metallic. This one is okay. I do like this much better than the Cyborg soda can we got announced at Funko Fair earlier in the year. There's something, though, that they could have done better with the chase. I mean, cool that it's metallic, mainly because of the armor, but there definitely could have been something, maybe even a color change, that would have made the soda figure better. Next up, we have ourselves Frodo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings, which will be limited to 9,500 pieces, in which the common has no hood, while the chase has a hood. This one is a bit meh. I mean, all they did to make it a difference is just add a hood on, which, I mean, I don't know, this is gonna lead to my overall opinion about these sodas, but like, the chase is a bit lazy. I mean, like, I would have actually been a little bit happier if this had the metallic effect, especially because Frodo has a sword in his hand, and the metallic effect would make sense because he has the sword, and it would make it look more shiny. And especially there's some parts on his body, like the necklace, with the ring that definitely should have been metallic also. So maybe if you would have made it hooded and metallic would be better, but just making a hood and only a one slight difference as terms of the chase, I don't know. But I mean, it is cool that we finally do have a Lord of the Rings soda, because I don't think there was one previously made. And I wouldn't be surprised if the next Lord of the Rings soda that they do make, besides essentially the one I'm gonna talk about very soon, is essentially Gollum with maybe the chase of him holding the ring. Next up, we have ourselves Squiddly Diddly from Hanna-Barbera, which will be limited to 7,500 pieces, and the chase is holding a saxophone in his hand. I think this is actually pretty decent. I don't really know much about the Squiddly Diddly character as terms to Hanna-Barbera as it is, but I do like the chase because who doesn't like saxophones? I mean, I'm sure if you had the choice of having a soda figure either having nothing in his hand or something in its hand, that you would want a figure with something in his hand. And especially with the Squiddly Diddly, I think it's really cool to have that saxophone. It would have been a little bit cooler if maybe he was playing the saxophone rather than just holding it. But once again, I think this is one of those soda figures within these announcements where the chase is actually better than the common. Next up, we have ourselves a singular soda can of Invisible Frodo Baggins, which will be a Funko Shop exclusive and limited to 10,000 pieces. Now, I have two problems with this, and it's not for the fact that it's invisible. I'm totally fine with an Invisible Frodo because they have made the Funko Pop of Invisible Frodo, so it makes sense that they do the soda figure for it. First problem is that I felt like, why is this a singular can? I felt like with this Invisible Frodo, this should have been the chase to essentially one of the soda cans for Frodo that we just talked about, especially because this already has a hood. I think it would have made sense, let's say, if you had the chase figure be the common, scrap the common, and the fact that I feel like because this is a singular can, I don't like how high the piece count is for the soda can. Already we see Funko Shop exclusive soda cans with chases be limited to 10,000 pieces. Now you're doing a singular can with the piece count of 10,000. I feel like this might actually be a possible sight sitter, because normally with Funko Shop exclusives, people will get them because of the rarity of the chase, and normally Funko Shop exclusive soda cans having a little bit of a lower piece count. Now you have 10,000 of the same can, and when someone opens it up, they know it's going to be that can. With this being a singular can, this should have been a much lower piece count. Like I mentioned with essentially what the Jawa should have been as a singular can is, let's say, 3,000 to 5,000 pieces, and I think that would be totally fine for a singular can. And then yeah, this should have not been the single can for this set. The Jawa, in my opinion, should have been the single can for this set. And the last soda figure I'm going to talk about, which was not announced with all of the glam shots, but was announced essentially on sites like Entertainment Earth, is Ralph from WreckIt Ralph, which will be limited to 12,500 pieces, in which the chase is holding what looks to be a necklace in his hand. I haven't really watched WreckIt Ralph all that much. I can't even remember the last time that I seen WreckIt Ralph, so I couldn't really tell the significance between the common and the chase. But I think it's okay. I know that WreckIt Ralph is a pretty popular movie, so it's cool that they are dabbling into that movie as terms to a Funko soda can. I think the overall design is pretty cool, and I'm sure that a lot of people will get multiples to try to get that chase, whether the significance between the common and the chase is good or not. So now I'm going to give my overall opinions of all of the soda cans that were announced today, which I'll be honest, I was a little bit let down. And it's not because of favoritism towards the licensors involved for these announcements. There were some pretty cool ones like Star Wars. We also had a brand new licensor for Funko sodas like Lord of the Rings, but it's the fact of the choices between the common and the chases that really bug me. Like with Morticia Addams and how you have a color change and then less of a figure for your chase. Robin, which only has a metallic effect, and then Frodo, which just has a hood on. These chases are just not all that great to where you want to be convinced to get multiple cans of. It's not like the cool Funko soda figures that we have gotten the last couple of months, like Vince Clortho from Ghostbusters or Carl from Up. Like, those are soda cans that you look at and be like, I'm going to get possibly 3 or more soda cans, possibly even a full case, to try to get myself both the common and the chase. I like when Funko does those cool chases where essentially it's almost a completely different figure or a completely different character as terms of the common and the chase, rather than just making the slightest change possible. And that's what really upsets me with today's reveals for the Funko soda figures. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on the brand new Funko soda figure announcements, make sure you smash that like button, comment in the comment section below, and let me know what your favorite soda figure from these announcements were, and do you agree or disagree with my points about these soda figures. And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.